All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. And we're about to go on our first drive with my hybrid turbo Mamba GTX3071R GTI. Just got done putting the bumper back on, putting the grill back on, and getting it on the ground. Just did a check on the oil. Everything looks good to go. Ran it up to temperature this morning, and it didn't leak any coolant on the ground, which is our main concern. So it's gonna be kind of a interesting first drive. We're gonna take it a lap around my neighborhood, just kind of run it through the gears a couple times, see what it does, make sure it doesn't start spewing coolant everywhere. Then I'll pull back in here, do a quick check, and if all is good, we will go and take it for a short drive up the streets to go pick up my dry cleaning, which you guys have seen me do before. So shouldn't be a full-on cold start. It's been sitting for a couple hours now, so it might. And there's a chance of rain, so don't quite know how this is gonna go. We're just going to roll the windows down first. Turn my access port on, and so it is a full-on cold start. You can hear that turbine. It is so loud. So for those who are new, this is my 2017 GTI. We just wrapped up a Mamba GTX3071R install. It's a 70 mil 9-blade turbine turbo. So the turbo noise is absurd. It's got a billet wheel. This is on the base mat from EQT. There's a lot of vibrations in here, which I don't think should be happening, but we'll see. All right, so we're gonna do first time the clutch is disengaged with the turbo on. Feels a lot better now that it's moved a little bit, so I don't know, maybe it needed to settle a little bit. Make sure we're not snail trailing everywhere. Now keep in mind, it is cold, so it does run a little bit choppier when it's cold, and of course the motor is, you know, trying to figure out what the heck's going on with the base map on it. So it doesn't look, it looks like there's a tiny bit, but that looks like it's coming from the back, so there's some condensation in the exhaust, it looks like. Because I do see the tips are very wet. Now I think that's water vapor, so okay, so we're gonna commence test drive 1 of 2. I'm going to do a short cruise around the neighborhood. I'm gonna keep an eye on things, since I'm not even, you know, usually whenever I do these POV videos, my phone's plugged in. Holy. A turbo whistle. So at low speeds, it doesn't feel any different. Like maybe a little bit less responsive, but we have to remember this is a giant difference in turbo size between the IS-20 and this setup. So we're going to it's what I call the parade lap. I've done this every time I've ever done something to the sport track, and I needed to do just a short trip and I didn't need to go on public roads. This is what I would do. And this is like what I like to call the parade lap of the neighborhood. Wait, there's another GTI here? I did not know there was two of them here. I thought I was the only one. It's an identical spec Mark 6. That's pretty hilarious. I didn't even know there was more than just me here that had one in this neighborhood. A lot of people are gonna say I live in a really rich neighborhood, but I actually don't. This is actually like, yeah, I think part of it's the area. I live in the middle of nowhere. Dude, that turbo noise is absurd. I don't know how well it's coming through to you guys, but all I'm hearing on acceleration just it's insanity. You're gonna hear it a little bit more. Here's where I had to go uphill. So far everything is looking fine. Here's my neighbor, this manual Ranger. Man, I can't get over the turbo whistle. I can't. Y'all can't even see it, but I am cheesing so hard right now. I'll just like, it's absurd. I'm not running over that squirrel today. Not today. Guys, this is absurd. I hope it's coming through to you guys on camera. Holy cow. All right, I'm gonna pull it back up here, do a quick inspection, and then we will part two this. All right, we are ready to do our full-on test drive of the car. So let's hit the road. So this drive is mostly just to go through the gears, get it up to the speed limit. Not gonna do any full throttle pulls. I'm actually gonna go start logging this. For EQT, they want normal driving at full operating temp, and then I'm gonna do a log when I get back of it idling. At some point, me and Michael are gonna get out for the street tune segment where we're gonna actually let it eat. But that'll probably be like in a few days. Mostly just trying to see if I can drive this to work or not, and get a feel for how the drivability on the street's gonna be. My IETs are still a little high, which is kind of surprising considering the ARM front mount. I don't know if it's just because the car was sitting still. Most of this is me letting the car talk though. It's definitely a lot harder to get up and go. Oh my gosh, the turbo whistle. Holy crap. I can't get over that. Just it sounds like my uncle's Cummins. I hope you guys can hear this. I sincerely hope you guys can hear this. Oh, holy cow. It drives really well too. Like, outside of the fact that I'm gonna have to get used to how a hybrid hits versus an IS-20. Only made 3 pounds of boost, but I can already tell that billet wheel is going to hit. Now, usually this is where I would do pulls. Doesn't feel like it's making a ton of boost though. But that was actually like 50–60% throttle. So I'll check the I'll have probably need to put some miles on it and figure this thing out a little bit, because that definitely felt a little slow. All right, now I'm gonna drive on back home. No better way to say that. I'm gonna have to get used to how that drives, because that is like, see if I put it in sport. Okay, I lied. 1 full throttle pull. It's weird though, it felt slow. But it made 23 pounds, 360 pound-feet of torque. That's about where I'm expecting it. Now, of course, this is a base map, so it's not going to be dialed in at all. So I can imagine with some fine tuning, we'll be able to crank some power out of this car. But honestly, that kind of felt slower than stage 2. Now granted, the torque's not hitting at 3,000 RPM anymore. It's hitting like 4,500, 5,000 RPM. So it's obviously gonna feel slower, and it's probably more just meant to drive around on, not really beat the crap out of like I was just doing. I just wanted to see, I just kind of wanted to see what it would do, you know? But all right, guys, hope you all enjoyed this first drive experience. I'm gonna park this car and it's not gonna move for a bit because I just kind of want to get, you know, used to this. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.